Good afternoon to all my dear Bhaiya Bahan. Today we are going to start a new chapter which you have to say which chapter we are going to start by asking questions. You must have seen some peddlers are selling in our colonies, in our society. Some peddlers you must have seen, they walk in the afternoon, in the morning to sell something. Somebody sells plastics items, somebody sells steel items, somebody sells clothes, and in this way we see whole day somebody comes in our locality who sells something. You must have seen somebody selling rat trap also. What is rat trap here? Here rat traps means equipment for catching rats. And can you say the peddlers, the sellers who come to our house every day, can they earn too much money by selling such things? No. Then how can they fulfill their needs? Can you buy plastic goods every day? Can you buy rat traps every day? No. But how can they live if you will not take those things by giving them some cash? How can these poor people live? This is a question mark. And sometimes you must have heard that the persons who are selling something every day, someday he commits some small thievery and he is caught by the police. Why do these sellers do small thievery? Very good. They do small thievery to fulfill their demands. Otherwise, by selling rat traps, by selling plastic goods, by selling iron, steel, by selling any other things, we can't fulfill our needs and we will be unable to provide proper education to our children. Now, can anyone say which chapter we are going to start today? Yes, very good. We are going to start today the chapter 4, the rat trap. Before starting this chapter, we must know about its author. As you see in the picture, there is the picture of the author of this story, Selma Lagerlöf. And who was Selma Lagerlöf? Selma Lagerlöf was a Swedish author and teacher. She published her first novel, Gustav Berling Saga, at the age of 33. She was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, which she was awarded in 1909. Additionally, she was the first woman to be granted a membership in the Swedish Academy in 1914. And in this way, Selma Lagerlöf was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. In all her stories, a universal theme runs through all of them. A belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. This story is set amidst the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore, which figure large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. Here we see also Selma Lagerlöf was born on 20 November 1858 at Marbacka, Värmland, Sweden. Her full name was Selma Ottilia Lovisa Lagerlöf, but her pen name was Selma Lagerlöf. She was died on 16 March 1940. It means she was a 20th century writer. When she was died, her age was 81 years, and she died at Marbacka, Värmland, Sweden. By occupation, she was a writer, and by nationality, she was a Swedish woman. And her notable awards, as I told you, she got Nobel Prize in Literature in 1909. It was all about Selma Lagerlöf. Now, we are going to start the chapter, The Rat Trap. At first, we shall get the summary of this story. ऑन करो ना इसका हॉटस्पॉट. Now, see the summary of the rat trap. Listen to the summary very carefully. The Rat Trap is a story about a rat trap seller who leads a very poor life as his earnings are very low. He has to resort to thievery and begging to make both ends meet. He is alone in this whole world and leads a miserable life. So he starts knitting up various kinds of thoughts. One of these thoughts is of supposing the whole world as a big rat trap. His views are that the world offers us various types of baits in the form of comforts of life. This in return traps us into the rat trap of the world and leads us to various types of miseries. Every night, the peddler had to search for shelter as he has no home. One evening, he was offered shelter by an old crofter. The next morning, he stole the crofter's money which he had earned by selling his cow's milk. To safeguard himself, the peddler chose the path through the forest, which was secluded, but soon found himself trapped in the forest as he wasn't able to find the way of the dense forest. Later on, he finds a way to a forge and takes shelter there. Something unusual happens. The iron master mistakes him as an old friend and invites him to his house. The poor peddler rejects the offer due to the fear of being caught. Soon he is invited by the ironmaster's daughter. The next morning, he is somehow stopped by the ironmaster's daughter for Christmas Eve, even after being caught that he was a peddler and not Captain Stelle. The next day after Christmas, when the ironmaster and his daughter visit the church, they come to know that the man is a thief who had stolen money from the old crofter. The ironmaster and his daughter repent for sheltering a thief and wonder at what all things he would have stolen by that time. Here comes a twist, as instead of stealing, the peddler gives the ironmaster's daughter a rat trap. She finds a letter of thanks and the stolen money inside the rat trap. The peddler thanks Edla. Edla was the daughter of ironmaster. The peddler thanks Edla for her kindness and requests her to return the stolen money to the crofter. This story gives us the message that goodness in a human being can be awakened at any time with your own good works, with your own good deeds. As you must have read a chapter in class 10th, The Thief's Story. In that story, we had read that a man whose name was Anil and a man whose name was Hari Singh. Hari Singh was a thief. Anil trusted him. Anil gave him work in his house. And by trusting on Hari Singh became a noble man. Hari Singh became a good man. Hari Singh changed his thievery. Hari Singh changed himself from a thief to a gentleman. So, my dear, this chapter gives us a message that sympathy and trust can make a bad man into a good man, and trust and sympathy even can reform a person. So if you will trust on a thief, if you have decided to make that man a good man, that man must be a good man. In this story you will see the rat trap who was selling rat trap every day. His business was not very fruitful, his business was not very profitable. So fulfill his demand, he did some thievery, and once he went to a house of ironmaster. There ironmasters had a daughter. She changed his life from a thief to a good man, and from that day this man had left thievery. This man became a gentleman. Now we see the paragraphs of the story The Rat Traps. Now everybody open your books and listen to me very carefully and see the paragraphs line. Once upon a time there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. He made them himself at odd moments from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. But even so, the business was not especially profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. Even so, His clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. In this paragraph, we see once there was a man who used to sell small rat traps made of wire. These rat traps were made by him in his free time. He used to collect the material required by begging from stores or big farms. Still, his business was not earning him any profits. Therefore, he had to beg or steal in order to survive. His clothes were old and torn. His cheeks were lowered inside due to malnutrition, and one could easily see the hunger in his eyes. Now, you write the meanings of difficult words. First word is rat traps, means equipments for catching rats. Odd moments, a short period of free time. Material means things. Farms means farmhouses. Especially means particularly. Profitable means earning profits. Resort to means forced to, compelled to. Petty, small. Thievery, theft. Keep body and soul together means to survive. Rags means old torn clothes. Sunken means hollow and falling inward. Gleamed means shone. Now see the next paragraph. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who plods along the road, left to his own meditations. But one day this man had fallen into a line of thought which really seemed to him entertaining. In this paragraph, we see the life of the rat trap seller was very sad and boring. Monotonous means boring. He was homeless, he was a vagabond, and slowly with heavy feet he walked along the road, lost in his own thoughts. But one day he got lost in a series of thoughts which he found very interesting. Now, write its meaning here. Monotonous means boring, or you can say dull. Vagabond means wanderer or vagrant. Plods means walks slowly with heavy steps. Meditations means thinking deeply in silence. Entertaining means amusing, interesting. Now see the next paragraph. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork, and as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him, and then everything came to an end. Here in this paragraph we see the man was thinking about the rat trap, and suddenly a thought came to his mind that the whole world, which includes land, sea, cities, and villages, was similar to a rat trap. He thought that there was no meaning of the existence of this world. It was nothing but a temptation, just like cheese and pork, which we offer as bait to catch the rat. So, according to him, as soon as someone tries to comfort himself with joy, food, and shelter, he at once gets trapped into this rat trap which is known as world. Now write the meanings. Struck means suddenly came. About him means around him. Existed means remained. Purpose means aim. Set baits means to place food on a hook or in order to catch an animal. Here bait means food placed on a hook to trap a rat. Here it is referred to the comforts of life which is offered to trap someone. Riches means wealth. Shelter means refuge. Pork means meat from a pig. Tempted means enticed, lured, or attracted, you can say. Now see the next paragraph. The world had of course never been very kind to him, so it gave him unusual joy to think ill of it in this way. It became a cherished pastime of his during many dreary ploddings to think of people he knew who had let themselves be caught in the dangerous snare, and of others who were still circling around the bait. Here in these lines we see no one in the world had ever been kind to the rat trap seller. So he started thinking ill. So he started thinking bad of others. It became a favorite pastime for him. During dull moments, these thoughts made him happy. So he continued with thinking ill of those who were known to him. He would imagine those people who were already trapped in the rat trap of worldly things, and also those who were about to get trapped in it. Now see the difficult words. Unwanted means unaccustomed. Ill means bad or evil. Cherished means held dear or clung to, or to love or protect. Pastime means entertainment. Dreary means dull. Ploddings means wanderings or walk heavily. Snare means trap. Now see the next paragraph. One dark evening, as he was trudging along the road, he caught sight of a little grey cottage by the roadside, and he knocked on the door to ask shelter for the night. Nor was he refused. Instead of the sour faces which ordinarily met him, the owner, who was an old man without wife or child, was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. Immediately he put the porridge pot on the fire and gave him supper. Then he carved off such a big slice from his tobacco roll that it was enough both for the stranger's pipe and his own. Finally, he got out an old pack of cards and played jollies with his guest until bedtime. In this paragraph, we see one evening the rat trap seller was walking very slowly. He saw a little grey cottage which stood by the roadside. He went up to the cottage and knocked at the door so as to get shelter for the night. Generally, he was not helped by anyone, but this time he was welcomed by the old man into his cottage. He was a lonely old man without wife and kids. The old man was happy to get company that night. So the old man gave him some porridge to eat and then shared his tobacco with the guest. After this, both played cards till bedtime. Now, write meanings. Trudging means walking slowly. Sour means unpleasant. Immediately means at once. Porridge means oatmeal. It is also called in Hindi dalia. Supper, the last meal of the day, or you can say night food. Carved off means cut. Slice means piece. Pack means packet. Jollies, a game of cards played in Sweden. Now see the next paragraph. The old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity his host had been a crofter at Ramsjo Iron Works and had worked on the land. Now that he was no longer able to do day labor, it was his cow which supported him. Yes, that Bossy was extraordinary. She could give milk for the creamery every day, and last month he had received all of 30 kroner in payment. In this paragraph we see the rat trap seller felt that the old man was not only liberal in sharing his porridge but also his secrets. Will you tell any secrets to any strange person? No. But this old man was sharing his secrets to this rat trap. He tells him that he was a rich man when he used to work on the rented farm. As he was old now and couldn't work, so he had to depend upon his cow for his living. Means in the old days, the cow was his source of money. The cow gave enough milk every day to be sold in the factory that produced cheese and cream. The old man said that he was able to earn 30 kroners last month because of the cow's milk. Kroners is the currency of Sweden. Now you write some difficult meanings. First is generous, means kind or large hearted, or you can say liberal also. Confidences means talking into confidence or talking even secret things. Prosperity, during prosperous days, means during good days. Crofter, one who rents a farm. Creamery, a place where milk and cream are made into butter and cheese. Kroner, the unit of money in Sweden, the currency of Sweden. Here crofter means a person who works on a rented farm. Bossy, bossy is a Latin word boss used for a cow. Here the word bossy is used for a cow. It is a Latin word. In this way we have seen in this paragraph, the old man earns money by selling milk, by selling cream, by selling the things made by the milk. In this way, in the old age, he earned money by selling such thing. And such thing he told to the rat trap. All the secrets he shared with the rat trap, as if that rat trap is his relatives. Why the rat trap? His relatives? No. Rat trap was a strange man, but the old man shared all his secrets with him. See the next paragraph. The stranger must have seemed incredulous, for the old man got up and went to the window, took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in the very window frame, and picked out 3 wrinkled 10-kroner bills. These he held up before the eyes of his guest, nodding knowingly, and then stuffed them back into the pouch. What we see in this paragraph? We see here the rat trap seller did not believe the old man's words that a cow could earn him so much. Therefore, the old man took a leather pouch which hung on a window and took out 3 notes of 10 kroner, each which were old and crushed. He showed those currency notes to make him believe his words and then kept them back in the pouch. Means the rat trap was unable to believe that this old man can earn too much money by selling the milk of cows. So he opened his wallet in front of the rat trap to show him that I have earned money by selling milk. Now write meanings here. Incredulous means unbelievable. Pouch means a small bag. Wrinkled means not smooth. Bills means bank notes. Nodding means shaking the head. Stuffed means filled tightly. Now see the next paragraph. The next day, both men got up in good season. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. They left the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. The man with the rat traps said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way, in a good season, early enough. In this paragraph we see, next morning Both the rat trap seller and the crofter woke up early, as the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. Even the rat trap seller felt that as the owner of the house had awakened, so he should also leave the bed. They both came out of the cottage at the same time. The old man locked the door and went to his work. The rat trap seller also thanked him and went his own way. In this paragraph we see, on the next morning, everybody woke up on the same time. Crofter was hurried to milk his cow, and after finishing the work, both left the house at the same time. The old man went to other direction, and the rat trap seller went to another direction, and the house was closed. Now write the meanings here. In good season means happily, probably means perhaps, gotten up means woken up, peddler means vendor. Now see the next paragraph. But half an hour later, the rat trap peddler stood again before the door. He did not try to get in, however. He only went up to the window, smashed a pen stuck in his hand, and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. In this paragraph, what we see? In this paragraph, we see after about half an hour, the rat trap seller returned to the cottage, and he broke down the window pane. He broke down the window glass where the pouch hung. He took away the money, kept it in his pocket, put the pouch back at its place, and walked off. As I told you here, peddler means vendor, or you can say seller also. Smashed means broke into pieces. Pane means window glass. Struck means thrust in. Got hold means caught hold. Thrust means push forcefully. Now see the next paragraph. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased with his smartness. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway, but must turn off the road into the woods. During the first hours, this caused him no difficulty. Later in the day, it became worse, for it was a big and confusing forest which he had gotten into. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the paths twisted back and forth so strangely. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the wood, and finally he realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest. All at once he recalled his thoughts about the world and the rat trap. Now his own turn had come. He had let himself be fooled by a bet and had been caught. The whole forest with its trunks and branches, its thickets and fallen logs closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison from which he could never escape. In this paragraph, what we see? In this paragraph, we see the peddler was quite happy as he had money in his pocket. He then thought of walking through the forest, as it was unsafe to walk on the highway because he feared being caught. So, initially, it was not difficult to walk through the forest, but later on, it got confusing for him as he forgot his way. He tried hard to walk in the right direction, but in vain, as he found himself at the same place again and again. At this point of time, he started thinking that now he himself was caught in the trap of the world just like other people. He was fooled by the bet of money which he had stolen from the old man's house. The forest seemed like a prison full of trunks and branches. It was like an impassable prison. In this way, my dear, we have seen after stealing money in the crofter's house, he became afraid. He left the right path, he left the main road and he took the direction of forest, and the forest was very dense, so he was forgotten in the forest and he felt himself that he was in the rat trap also. Now write the meaning here. Quite means a lot. Smartness means cleverness. Public highway means main road. Caused means produced. Gotten into means fallen into, trapped. Definite, certain. Twisted, curved. Recalled, remembered. Fooled, deceived. Trunks, stems. Thickets, a group of bushes growing closely. Logs, big pieces of wood. Impenetrable means that can't be crossed. Now this is the time of class work. Some questions I am giving to you, you prepare that. First question goes to you. Who was Salma Lagerlof? Second question. Who was selling rat traps? Third question. His rat traps were made of which thing? Fourth question. What did the rat traps do to fulfill his demand? Next question. Whose house did he take shelter one night? Okay, very good. You all have prepared well. And your homework is prepare question answer from the chapter 4, the rat trap, and you also bring out questions from paragraphs which we have read today. Next day we shall start next paragraph. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.